Hello, everybody. Hello, family, friends, if you're watching. Hello to strangers if you're following us. Let me get you there. We hope you all are doing good on this Wednesday day. We're doing pretty good. As some of you know, our daughter, Addison, she's needed a medical procedure done yesterday. So, you know, we had been kind of vague on what it was and everything. It was an endoscope. I'm going to call it endoscope. I can't pronounce the full name of it, so I'm going to call it endoscope. That's what a lot of people call it. But anyways, that's what she had to do. She had the upper one where they went down and everything. She had to have that done yesterday. Only because I think everything is, I'm going to try to go back to when it first started, which I think was like at the end of July, beginning part of August, somewhere around in there. She started having spells where she was choking almost just about every time she would eat certain foods. And we would tell her to slow down, take smaller bites, make sure you chew your food up, all that good stuff. But she would do that, and she was still, you know. So we carried her to her doctor, her regular doctor. And her doctor said she wanted to do a swallow test on her and referred her to the GI doctor. Well, I think it was like I said, this was in like mid-August when we carried her. Because we thought she was just eating too quickly and everything like that. But it kept getting worse. So we carried her to her doctor. Her doctor referred her to all them. And I think it was like the earliest appointment that we could get for the swallow test was, I think, like, I won't say October, but I'm not sure. It might have been in September, but I think it was either one of those. It's like last part of September, mid-October, somewhere in there. I would have to go back and look, but I think it was running there. And they could only get her to take small bites for the swallow test. They tried their hardest to get her to take big bites for the swallow test, but she would only do small bites. But they said what they could see, it looked like everything was fine. You know, it wasn't going into her lungs or not going that way or nothing. It was just going to her stomach like it's supposed to be in. So her GI doctor's appointment was in November. I want to say November 28th. And so he said that it could have been inflammation, but the only way to rule that out was to do the endoscope. So we did that, but it was supposed to, he said it would take maybe about a week to get it approved by our insurance. So, well, we waited. And like in January, it's like, okay, when she started back to school, it's like, okay, I'm going to call her doctor's office and see what's going on, because they were supposed to, you know, he forgot to put the order in. I get that. Doctor's office, you know, can get, especially children's doctors, can get very busy. So, I can understand that. But it did kind of, a little bit made me mad a little bit. But it'll be all right. I can understand, because, you know, doctors, especially like in a children's hospital, because the GI doctor she went to was in the children's hospital. So I can understand, you know. But they got it fixed, you know, got the order put in. And then people, the ones that does with their insurance and stuff, kind of said that our insurance was asking for a referral from her doctor, regular doctor. But the regular doctor that the insurance was showing was not her doctor. I was like, okay, something's wrong. Somehow, our insurance, because we have TRICARE. If you know TRICARE, you know it. You know, somehow it was showing us that we had Prime instead of the standard. I think, you know, so. But we got that worked out. Had her appointment set up for February the 7th. On February the 2nd, she wakes up. Her throat was hurting her. It was red and swollen a little bit. So I carried her to the doctor. She tested positive for strep throat. So, and I knew like in 5 days we would be having her test. So I called the GI doctor and talked to them about it. And they said that we needed to reschedule the endoscope because her being on antibiotics and stuff like that, they wouldn't do it. So we got rescheduled for March 7th, so it was yesterday. She tried her hardest to get out of this test. She did. She kept coming up with stuff, excuses. I said, Addison, I know it was her anxiety causing it, so I said, Addison, you will be fine. You will be fine. We're going to get this test over with so we can find out what's going on and everything like that. And so she's okay. I'll be brave, Mom. I'll be brave, Mommy. I'm doing this for Mommy, Daddy. I said, and my friends, and for my teacher, and for God. I said, yes, we're doing this. All right, we get there yesterday morning. When they started carrying her back a little, back to the pre-op, for vitals and everything like that, she started to cry. The nurse she got calmed down a little bit enough because we told her that there wasn't going to be no needles involved or anything like that. They was just going to check her blood pressure, get her weight and everything like that, all that good stuff. So we got her come down and got her in the room. Nurse that carried us to her room came back in. Well, she told us which room to go to. Then she brought in the gown and stuff like that we needed to put on Addison. She started her crying. The nurse asked her, she said, well, we're not going to do nothing like right now. Everybody, I'm not the one who does all that. They come in and talk to you and everything. She said, do you want an iPad to play with? She said, yeah. And then she was sitting there playing on her phone. So, they brought her an iPad to play with and she played on it. And every time one of the nurses would come in, she would start crying. Until the nurse for the anesthesiologist came in and was talking to us. She said, we will wait until you get to sleep, put the IV in, or do any kind of shots. She stopped crying. She was happy after that. Yeah. She doesn't like shots. She doesn't. But we was so super proud of her though, how she did after that. She was very brave in all of it and everything like that. Because she could have been screaming and hollering. When they wheeled her back, she was calm. She was quiet, but she was calm. She was not crying. She did good during the endoscope. I think the test itself maybe took me 7-10 minutes. And then what took probably the longest was getting her to sleep. And then everything like that. And getting her woken back up. So, and all in all, she was away from us for about an hour and a half, I'm guessing. So, but the doctor came in. He said everything looked normal. He went ahead and did a biopsy to see whether or not if it was inflammation or not. Because he said, even though it looked normal, it still could come back, with a little bit. But everything looked normal for him, like it's supposed to, look like, So, there's that. He said he believes it may just be her sensory processing stuff disorder, So we're still waiting for that appointment for that test. I wish they'd hurry up call. Because I want to know, get her just a test date. Appointment for the test date. That's it. But yeah, so yeah, we had to wake up like at 4 o'clock yesterday morning to get to the children's hospital where the test was supposed to take place at. Because we live about an hour away from there, so. And she's still doing good. And she didn't have no side effects from the anesthesia, whatever you want to call it. She didn't have any side effects for it. When they brought her back, they had her sitting up and she was sucking away on a popsicle. And she smiled as while she was eating. It was so cute. And while we was sitting there, she took waits for her to go back. She said, Why does my gown got tigers on it? I don't want tigers. I'm an Alabama fan. I want elephants. Give me an elephant. Oh my God. That's probably just the ones that they had available. Yeah, she got to go back to school today, so it's doing good. But yeah, it's been a stressful several months of this, you know. It got to the point where it wasn't as bad as it was back then when it first started and everything, so it's gotten better. I don't know if maybe it's because she's on anxiety medicine now or what, but it has gotten somewhat better. She did say her throat hurt a little bit yesterday, just a little bit, so afterwards, but she's doing fine. This morning we asked her how she was doing. She went, because she was still half asleep, she went, okay. Because she has to get up early to catch the bus in the mornings for school. But yeah, she's at school, and she's doing good at school. Everything like that, so it's good. As you can see yesterday, even if she made a couple videos and put them on YouTube here, so. You know, she's doing good if she's making videos. But yeah, that's it. That's what's been going on. We're still waiting for the processing disorder test, which I hope it won't be too much longer. We'll get a test date for that. I'm hoping and praying it won't be too much longer. Because, yeah, we need to get this test done. But yeah, we hope y'all are doing good. We're all doing good now. And we'll get the results from the biopsy in a week. So I'll make an update video for that if you want me to. But the doctor believes it should come back good too. So we're all in our happy mood dance. Tired, but yeah. So we'll see you later. Bye.